Good morning, friends. Now we are discussing path lines and streamlines in module number 2, fluid kinematics of the subject fluid mechanics. Define path lines, streamlines, streak lines, and streak tube. What is a path line? A path line is following the movement of one single fluid particle. We started the movement of the fluid particle at A and its final destination is B. So the fluid particle is traveling from point A to point B. So we are tracing the flow of that fluid particle from the origin point A to its destination B. So the path line is following the movement of one single fluid particle from point A to point B. So path line is the trajectory that individual fluid particle is following. Trajectory is like GPS track that one single fluid particle takes as it moves through the space over the time. So we are tracking the movement of one single fluid particle from point A to point B. So that is the GPS track trajectory. So it is recording the path of the fluid element in the flow over a certain period of time. The direction the path takes with the will be determined by the streamlines of the fluid at each moment of the time. So, what are streamlines? They are the family of curves that are instantaneously tangent to the velocity vector of the flow. To understand streamlines, so we are having this airfoil. So whenever the flow air is hitting the airfoil, so that is the stagnation point. So the air stops, the velocity reduces. So it is thinking for a while whether the distance to be traveled is on the top of the foil or bottom of the foil. Then the journey continues. These family of curves are nothing but our streamlines. They are the instantaneous curves tangent to the velocity field. So that is like the snapshot. So streamlines are showing the family of curves that are instantaneously observed tangent to the velocity vector. So that is to this curve, velocity curve. So I am drawing the tangent. So these streamlines will show the direction in which the fluid element will travel at any point in the time. So the streamlines will show the direction in which the fluid element will travel at that particular moment of time. So the streamlines are tangent to the velocity at all the points. So path line is the particle's trajectory, that is the GPS track over the time, whereas the streamline is instantaneous picture taken from the camera of the flow direction at that particular moment. Then streak lines. Suppose I take a colored dye. So take a pillar. So suck the color from the bottle. Then I have a tube here. So in the tube I am injecting that color or the dye continuously injected at the fixed location. So then the movement of that dye, injected dye, will leave the streak line. So the continuous line of the smoke emitted by the chimney at a point is another example for the streak line. Or the colored dye that is continuously injected at a fixed location, that would also leave the streak line. That is the track marked by that injected dye continuously. A streak line is the locus of the particles. that have earlier passed through a fixed point. So the locus of the particles. Stream tube. So it is the imaginary tubular region of the fluid surrounded by the streamlines. So streamlines are shown inside this imaginary tube. So they are parallel to each other. So the streamlines are do not intersecting each other. These lines will pass through the stream tube at all points along its length. So stream tube is the tubular region of the fluid surrounded by the streamlines. So we have discussed here streamlines, path lines, streak lines and streak tube.